stepdaughter, dad, mom, son. Everyone's trying to hook up with everyone.
I think bringing the stepdaughters into it is really funny because I think there's gonna be some like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on this one, but I feel like the DILFs and the sons, there's gonna be competition.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it would be so much more feral between the MILFs and the stepdaughters.
Yes.
Chloe, if you were to say any one thing to get the podcast started, what would it be? Going with silence is bold, I mean. It's a broad move.
You can save it. Yeah, some people describe me as broad.
I was thinking like a girl. A broad.
Yeah, some people think of me as a broad. How's my girl voice?
What's up, dude? Nice cameo.
Cat meow.
Cat meow. So if you were to make any one task for unpaid intern, what would you do? What would your task be?
I still like making free throws with a shot collar on, and you get zapped every time you miss. Or, you know, it'd be fun to incorporate. I'm into pain, so you get like the ab shockers.
Oh no, yeah.
And every mistake you make in whatever task it is cranks up the setting.
Okay, now I like that one, but you do it like secret shopper style. So you get them to go and run a cashier stand, and then every once in a while you just turn up the thing. So they're like, they're trying to like ring items up, and it doesn't ring the first time, so you have to go back again, and you just bump it, and so they're like,
This sounds like it would be good for like Impractical Jokers.
Yeah, that
like,
would be.
Oh, you're going to go hidden camera, and you have to interact with people and accomplish a goal.
Yeah.
But your goal is going to be way hard because you're going to have to maintain your composure through your abs getting
absolutely clenched. We're
absolutely clinched.
Yeah, we're gonna make you quiver with that.
Wouldn't that just be so much easier than the dildo used to cheat at chess?
Yeah, what?
You just do like the ab shocker.
Yeah, then you just play it off as laughing. You're like,
if you just do like setting 1,
yeah, so it doesn't
you can
like do
feel
anything.
it, and you're just like, what? Well, I mean, I guess chess players, they might still. Sorry, all the chess players out there.
Tyler 1 is a chess player. I think he's at 2,000 elo right now.
I know I saw a thing that was like in only 8 months or something he got to this elo or something.
Yeah, he's killing it. He's a League of Legends player and a chess player.
It's basically the same game.
That
but
one.
Your teammates can't feed.
Yeah.
So like way easier if you think about it.
It's like doing jungle all the time.
Imagine Magnus Carlsen
in League of Legends.
Top laning, you know?
I think he'd be ADC because Magnus Carlsen's main strength is the end game.
So, well, no, he'd be a top lane lane skill champ, right?
Okay, what about like
It's been so long since I played League.
I know I'm forgetting the name right now. Who's the snowball guy?
Nunu?
Yeah, he'd be a Nunu because Nunu snowballs hard.
Yeah.
Like,
does he? I don't know.
With his ult and in like actuality, or he did when I was playing last.
Well, I know he snowballs hard.
Yeah,
but like, my problem with champions like Nunu is, I don't want winning's not the goal. The goal
make the enemy hate life.
To use your ult in a bush and have them walk in at the last second when it pops max damage and one shot them before they even know you're there.
That's why I play Teemo.
It doesn't matter if it's better in a team fight.
I love to play Teemo, and you can get up to 20 of his little mushroom bombs, and you find one bush and you go invisible, and then every once in a while you throw a mushroom at the same spot, and if a mushroom hits another mushroom, it bounces the same distance.
Bonk, 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 bonk,
so then you just
bonk,
boom, 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 all the way down mid lane up to their Nexus tower, and then.
Surely it wouldn't be 3 in a row. Damn it! Surely not a 4th. Oh.
I think. What would I want to do for a unpaid intern task? I think there's so many good options. One they've done in the past, which was really funny, was they had to transport as much water as they could from one location to a next, but they only had like red solo cups.
Okay.
So they had to fill up the red Solo cups and then try to not have them get just thrown around in the car.
Okay. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, driving down the streets of California, hit a pothole.
Pop. That's kind of fun. That's too harmless though.
Too hard. Yeah,
You just get wet.
I need actual pain. You want to like go Saw, but the family-friendly version.
Yes. Minus the family-friendly version part.
Okay. You make them adopt a dog.
How about Saw, but the legal version?
Yeah. You have them adopt a dog.
Okay.
And love the dog, nurture the dog for like a month and a half, right? And then for their final task, their live task is shooting the dog.
I've seen this anime.
Yeah, but it's blank rounds, but they don't know that.
I've seen this anime.
Well, it's in Kingsman.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy? I was talking to Boyd about it today. They're like, you're going to get the vaccine and they're going to put a chip in you. And you're going to be like a mindless zombie that wants to kill people like in Kingsman. For what? Like, isn't that what they want?
You shut your dirty mouth.
I just don't understand.
There doesn't have to be a reason. Both reasons exist at the same time.
That there isn't one and that we like it?
This is actually something that's been pissing me off lately on social media. It ties into the same type of thing. So leading up to the debates, the presidential debates, everything I saw online was like, Biden is going to be all drugged up. He's going to be like screaming and yelling and like coked out of his mind. And that's the only reason that's going to maybe look like Trump's going to win. But Trump is going to win and Sleepy Joe's going to be dead on stage. It's like you're just setting it up so that no matter what happens, your prediction, you can just say it worked.
Right.
Which, like, if you make a heavy prediction like that, or like you think something's going to happen and then it doesn't, you should reflect on that and you should like kind of question it.
I feel like they just pulled a Buddy. I think Buddy plays both sides all the time on the podcast.
I do that ironically. They do that while voting for president.
Yeah.
Small difference.
Just a little bit. Yeah. One of them like impacts a ton of people. You know, the other one is like, hee hee ha ha, I got one up over my friend.
Oh, I thought you were going to play it. One of them really impacts people's lives and has a massive effect. And the other is the presidential debate.
No, that's very important.
Yes.
Not necessarily who you vote in, but who it is that they can put into office.
Well,
I
both,
think.
But yeah,
both,
like it's a multifaceted. Oh my God. I cut my fingernails to do jiu-jitsu today, and now I can't open my can.
Okay.
Got it.
What the? Damn, buddy, what that mouth do?
Uses a lot of teeth.
Oh, never mind. I also like pain. It's okay.
For your next task on Taskmaster.
Yeah. Which one of you guys gives the best head?
How deep can you go without leaving your teeth imprint? God damn it. Why did we get back to Okay, back to something.
That's really funny, though, to get a banana and, like, not because of what it is, but it's going to break on. Someone's going to be trying to deep-throat it.
You get that thing where something gets stuck in your throat and you can feel it slowly sliding down, but it's like 6 inches of banana.
That's a lot of banana, man. That's a lot.
I play for keeps.
Let me drink, God damn it.
Same. Okay. We're good. Now we can wind down and talk about life. All things good.
I want to talk about mounting men.
Okay, what about mountain men?
Nope, mounting.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So I've taken now 2 classes of BJJ.
Mm-hmm.
And huh?
I went and my voice cracked doing that. How does that work? Puberty, where'd you go?
Well,
Sorry.
you're about to get okay. I've been told that the age you're about to turn is when it gets hard.
What gets hard?
Life. They say it just changes.
Damn. I thought that was supposed to be 30.
No, I heard today that 30 is no problem whatsoever.
That's what I felt.
Right? And then 31,
Damn it.
like it's just overnight. So
Why 31?
I don't know, because 31.
Is 31 prime?
No.
What is it divisible by?
It's probably prime. Yeah, there's nothing that goes into it.
Yeah.
Right?
That's probably why.
Yeah.
They're like 30? Nah.
Too easy.
You know how many ages are just like 30?
But I've done the 2 classes.
Dos.
Es dos clases de
Dos. Sure. Classes?
yeah, de BJJ.
How do you feel about that?
How do I feel
about your 2
about the 2 classes? The instructor is really good. I think I went and watched last week, if you guys remember, on the podcast. So I went and decided to sit down on it and be like, hey, what's this going to be like? And I liked it because it wasn't just, we're going to do an arm bar. We're going to practice the arm bar 100 times. It was, we're going to practice a specific move. In what situations are you going to end up in that move? So you practice one bit to get there. And they're like, okay, now you're doing this move. What happens if they do this instead? So you practice different variations of that move. So by the time you finish the class, there's a theoretical sequence you could do of we're not doing anything to now we're in a fight to now he did one of these X things. How do I get out of that situation? Which is really cool. Makes it feel more flowy, which is one of the big things I liked about parkour the most was doing flow rather than just like, I'm going to do the biggest jump. I'm going to jump off the tallest building. Mm-hmm. You know, I like doing the little intricate dancey parts. So that's been pretty cool.
Cool. It's funny with that too. I remember one day there were 2 like visitors, we'll call them, that stepped in for the beginners class. Go through the whole lesson, whatever, and then afterwards, one of the visitor guy, he is talking to Logan, and he's like, "How long do you think I could last going against you going full speed or like full intensity?"
Like none at all.
And he's like, I mean, you're not going to say a number. That's just like kind of feels rude. So he's like, I don't know. Probably not. What, like, I like to think it would be whatever. And so they do it. And it's like going hard and fast. And I think it was like 31 seconds or something.
31? Yeah, I mean.
From standing. So he's like trying to stay away. Gets taken down, double leg. And then he gets on top. The guy rolls. It's like literally like one of the sequences you would learn in classes. Like you learn how to control the mount, and then what do you do if the guy turns? You kind of pivot and then jump on their back, and then you can choke him.
Oh, so he did that.
And it was like literally like an exact sequence of just like basic move to basic move to basic move, fight over.
Right.
The hardest part was getting to the point where you could take him down because the other guy was just 100% defense, like standing far away
as soon as
him.
he got on the ground, at that point, it's like, that's probably 10, 15 seconds of it.
Yeah.
If that, right? When we were in the class last time, the instructor was showing us the trap and roll, and he said, one thing that's really cool, he's like, I think this is the most influential move that anybody should learn ever, whether they're doing BJJ or not, is because it'll keep you from getting beat up on the ground, right? You can always end up on top and be in a more favorable position. And he said one of the things that he likes is he knows with his skill level that there's nobody that will ever be able to like pin him down in that situation. So he had people come up and try like pinning him down in different ways. So people would put him in an arm bar. People would kind of like tent out to the side of him so he has less to get on, which that one was really cool. The one where they're mounted on top of him, he's laying down on his back, and they stick their hands out just like a T.
Just like.
Yeah, and that one was cool to see because it was like one of the ones we've already learned where he climbs up the back, but he climbed up the back and then pushed to the side to grab his arm so that he could then use that as leverage and then trap his leg and pull him over. That one was a cool one to watch. One of them was they just put their hand on his head, which was just like choking him. I mean, it was immediately just like a flip.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, what if you... I don't think it was the premise of the question, so I didn't want to like try. But I feel like you could try to go down in the nook of their neck, putting your elbow there to start bending and try to move to one of the positions that we've already been in. The first class that you and I joined, that I joined with you, I mean. The end position where you were arm on hip and then head up here at their neck.
To the side.
Yeah. Like
could, but like there's escapes from there too.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah, like
but I guess what I'm trying to say with that is, even with the 2 classes, what I've liked about the way he teaches is it teaches you to like, oh, I know things. What can I do to try to make this difficult, rather than just move after move? It inspires encourages creativity.
There's a lot of creativity and I don't play any instruments, but I imagine it's a lot like trying to do like a solo or something on that, or when a bunch of people are together and they're jamming out, like not like playing a piece, but they're all just kind of like flowing off each other, stuff like that. Like you learn what works with what and where, and then you put it together,
and then you go with it.
And then there's a theory for how you become an expert on things, the 10,000 hour rule or whatever. But I watched a video on it where it was like, well, sort of, but like really there's a few things that you have to become an expert at. Yeah. It has to be like, you have to have quick or immediate feedback, has to be consistent. There were like 3 keystones to it, and I feel like...
Is it like mental space is a large one, right? If you can put in 10,000 hours, but if you don't have the mental fortitude to withstand critique, you can put in 10,000 hours of wrong practice. So you need to be able to instantly recognize the issue and then be willing to correct it, or was it?
No. So it was more like, if you do something wrong, you are punished for it immediately. Whether that means like in a game where you lose, or one example is like if you're trading stocks, like if you're a stock trader and you want to be an expert at stock traders, like if you make a big purchase and then by the time you have to sell, did you make money? Yeah. That's instant feedback. But then like one of the other key items was it has to be a consistent like system or something like that, where anything could affect like stock. And one of the biggest examples of that was Warren Buffett or something put out a challenge to like all the wolves of Wall Street, and it's like, I will bet anyone, any company, however many people you want on your team, you'll put your portfolio up against mine, and in 10 years, whoever has the most money like pays the other guy some amount or something. And he beat like every single one just doing like the S&P 500, just like the general like stock market. Yeah. He's like, nobody beats the market over a long enough period of time. So you can't really become an expert at that. Yeah. Was the example. One thing where you can become an expert at is chess, which I feel like is pretty similar to jiu-jitsu, where it was the example they use is Magnus Carlsen. And they would show either him or him and a few other expert like grandmasters. Yeah. That's not the KKK guy, right? That's chess. Yeah. Or is it the KKK guys?
Yeah, you have your it might be both, but you have your
Grand
international.
Wizard. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Oh, that should be one of the questions on the trivia night.
Yeah.
But they did.
Wait. Huh? Go ahead. No. Oh,
yeah, they have international masters, your IMs, and then you have your grandmasters, your GMs.
Yeah. So they show a few GMs, different configurations of chessboards.
Oh, is this the one where Magnus just like, oh, that's this one this year, players?
That's blank versus blank this year. Yeah, exactly. Just from like a 3-second glance at this board. Yeah. They did that a few times, and it was like, whoa, you have like an insane memory or whatever. And then they randomized the board.
And then, I've seen this one too. They've randomized it, and then they made it just colors, right? I saw one where they didn't do pieces. It was like, this is the board configuration, and you have like the white pieces and the black pieces here. What is this? And he was still able to figure it out.
Damn, I didn't even see that part.
Yeah.
This one was, they randomized the pieces, including like configurations that can't actually happen in chess. And the game was, you get a look at the board in like 3-second increments, and then you have to recreate the board on your own chessboard.
Okay.
And for the randomized pieces, it took the GMs just as long, like looking back, adding pieces, looking back, adding pieces, as it does like just a random player. But with the real examples, not necessarily famous games, but where the pieces could actually exist up in a game of playing, they did it like 10 times faster or something. Because their brains combine pieces of sections or whatever, or like configurations as like one thing, instead of like, there's 6 pieces here. It's like, oh, that's this move. So that was pretty, and I think that ties into jiu-jitsu also.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Man, that GM stuff is so cool though, because they'll do things where
Those brains.
their brains are insane. They'll like, I think it was Hikaru who's like, yeah, I can probably go against like, it was either 10 or 20 people, blindfolded.
Wait, how? What?
Because he's like, I can see, he's like, I can clearly see categorize and memorize. It was either 10 or 20 chessboards in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So I can sit here blindfolded and just go down chair, move, and go down the row.
How does he see what their move was?
They have to tell him.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, he'll be sitting there and he'll have an empty board. And
I was like, that's impressive.
Yeah, he doesn't touch the pieces. He just goes like,
I knew a move you were going to make before.
Yeah, he's like pawn to whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll move their thing and he just goes to the next one because it's one move, all the way down.
Right.
But it's just like 10 or 20 games, one move at a time. And he can go to each one and get them all memorized in his head and then just finish it.
That's crazy.
Which is,
Did
insane.
he actually do that or did he say he could do it?
He's done it, yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, you should... That would be such a cool video to just have out there for your legacy or whatever.
Yeah, it's so cool. And then
I can barely go against one person, fully sighted.
Yeah, I could lose legitimately to an 8-year-old at chess.
Yeah.
Not even a close competition.
No, it's a crazy game.
Mm-hmm. But I do see that with BJJ as well. Is one of the things that a lot of people have in chess is this is my opening move,
mm-hmm.
and this is how they're going to counteract to it. So their book moves, right? And it's like, okay, this chess game, if I know Hikaru's going against Magnus Carlsen, yes.
Carl Magnusson.
So Hikaru's going against Magnus, and Hikaru knows what Magnus does as far as like starters usually. So he goes, okay, if I'm going to start with this one, I know the book move for Magnus on his playbook is to do this. And they can go out like 20 moves ahead. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you can do something similar in BJJ. Like, I know I'm going to start with this move here, which they're going to need to respond to this. Because if not, I can do here, and I'm at a really big advantage. I might not be winning, but I'm at an advantage. So they need to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where it varies from chess a little bit, where you don't just have these pieces that can make these moves. And once they're in
it's not like a puzzle all the way.
But a big theme is like, when you get to a position, you want to create a dilemma, which is you're in a bad position, and there's basically, if I'm controlling correctly, there's like 2 things you can do to better your position. Mm-hmm. So knowing those 2 things, if you do A, I do X.
Yeah.
If you do B, I do Y. And if I can properly respond to those, that'll move me to my next like camping spot to where now you're in a different dilemma, and then funnel you down to death.
I was thinking of it as like you're trying to go for their leg. You know that they don't want you to get their foot, so they're going to get away from it, and they have a limited number of ways they can try doing that. That won't just put them in a bad position.
Yeah,
and then you can kind of move from there.
Yep.
But seems pretty interesting so far. I will say the instructor had me showcase a move with him the other day, so I'm pretty much already 2-year level, I think. So
how's that high? Still riding on it?
It was just, I was like, yeah, I'm buddy now, pretty much. Yeah. You can you can change my name.
You can just take my belt.
Yeah.
You don't even have a gi yet, but you're going with my belt.
I'm gonna show up. It is kind of not embarrassing, but awkward. I don't know what the right word is.
Awkward's good.
I don't feel awkward, but it's like in my brain a little bit when I'm showing up to the beginners ones. And I'm in street clothing, and everybody's in like decked out gear. You know, they have their gi on for the gym and all that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm wearing blue shorts and a shirt.
Hey, and every single person there has been where you're at. They've been the weirdo in the street clothes.
I was glad when I went on Wednesday that I wasn't the only weirdo in street clothes.
Oh, nice.
So there was one other person there, and I was like, heck yeah, I'm not alone this time. Let's go.
Everyone pairs up, and it's just you 2 left. Well, I guess I'll pair up with the other weirdo.
Yeah. Do you know what you're doing? Me either. No, the guy I got paired up with, I was trying to explain it when I was talking to you. He was knowledgeable about different positions, but not like skillful all the way, right? So it was like, oh, we did this one. He's okay. I know that one. So I know like the setup for it, but wasn't skillful enough to like properly execute it or show it. I don't. That's not the right way to explain it. What I'm saying, it doesn't make sense all the way for what he was doing.
Yeah, how you texted it to me was like insane. I was like, did Braden just have a stroke?
Yeah. So
like, he's so knowledgeable with his technique, but not.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I don't know. Don't call me out.
Yes.
So what I meant to say or do was, I told him that we did the double leg takeover, right? Takedown. And I showed him on the card which one it was, and he's like, "Oh, okay, I know the techniques." He just didn't know the name, so he thought it was something else. So it's one where, I grab your waist because you have me in a headlock right here, and I'm here, so I want to grab your arm with my right hand.
Yeah.
To bring it down, and I'm going to move to the side so that you and I are perpendicular. My right hand's going to go to your knee, and I'm going to swivel and sit down towards that knee so you get flipped over.
Yeah.
So he thought it was that one, which was interesting to do because all the moves I told him that I knew and I showed him on the card, he thought they were different ones. So he showed me 5 different moves. I didn't know what they were.
I know the double leg. Oh, this one?
Yeah.
No. Oh, this one? No.
Yeah. So I was like, because I told him, I was like, oh, I know the trap and roll. And he's like, okay, yeah. So it's like, we go on there and then I'm choking you and you just do this. And I was like, I haven't done that.
What?
That
should be, everyone should know the trap and roll though. That's
Yeah, it was very he was going through the different iterations. He started with that one, that's the first one he had learned.
Oh.
And then we went to the ones I knew.
Okay.
But
yeah. He was nice, knowledgeable about the techniques, but skilled in the all.
That's what I said?
Yep.
Okay.
I said, and you said, he's not getting it.
I thought you were saying and then you you sent your message and had to go do something.
No,
I was like, what?
I didn't want to hurt my brain too much trying to decipher that,
That's so funny. My bad. No, it's cool though. It's cool to learn the different techniques without actually learning them. But yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I would recommend sticking to the ones you actually learned.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Because especially with even the upper beginners are probably getting a decent amount wrong.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really hard. I had to do this with a couple of my moves before I tested to untrain
bad habits.
The mistake you were making. Yeah.
Right. There's a few of them on the tuck and roll. One thing I don't do when it's the one where you grab and you pull yourself up and then you move your hand out from underneath them and you trap their elbow in. I was just rolling, but I wasn't reaching each time. And that reach each time does make a noticeable difference. But I would kind of do a half reach, and it wasn't. I could feel the difference between the two of them.
One thing I think, I don't know how much it matters right away, but I had a specific moment where we were drilling, or maybe even rolling, but it was rear naked choke. Someone was trying to choke me. And I was just like, I'm not getting choked. This is not good.
Yeah.
I basically should be done here.
Yeah.
And then I realized that when we would drill it, if they got into the right configuration, I would wait 2 seconds and then tap, and then we'd switch. I was like, I should verify that they're actually doing it right, or I'm being a bad partner to them.
I see. I get that one because when I was doing the the hook, what was it called?
Leg hook?
Yeah, the leg hook. I asked him, I said, don't fall unless you're actually falling. Because I felt like I wasn't, it just felt like there was no resistance on their leg. And I was like, I know I have it. I can feel it touching the back, but it feels like there's nothing there.
Well, it should feel like there's nothing there.
Yeah. So
Your
it
leg
just
should
felt
be off the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. So it just felt wrong. So I wanted him to only fall if he was actually going to fall,
Yeah.
So I get that one. And then, yeah, that makes sense. Going slower to make sure you actually get the technique down, not just the beginning.
Well, and it's cool that you mentioned that to your partner, because a lot of people, I had to make the correction myself to help the other person, because nobody ever has told me, don't let me see if it works. Let me see if it works. So I just always would just go through the motions.
Right. You just
and then I wanted to start making sure it works. And but yeah,
it's been interesting so far. We'll see if I like it. I don't know.
He's hooked. He's hooked.
Nope, couldn't be.
He's leg hooked.
You mentioned I'm not getting choked right now. The instructor was going against one of the guys, the blue shirt guy, And
the Boucher guy.
I don't want to say their names.
Yeah, no, you're good.
And he got him into a move that made his ears ring at the end. So what it was is they were doing leg locks, right? And the instructor got his leg or his head right here, but they were perpendicular. And he said, now if I can get your arm around to the other side, so you're in front of my torso now, your arm is, I can then go parallel with you, and it will tighten that. Mm-hmm. He's going to kind of twist a little bit, and it just like, the guy was like, yeah, it was crazy. I was fine. And then you put your hand over and moved, and all of a sudden my ears were ringing. I was going to pass out. It was just such a interesting. Yeah.
I wish I knew what you're talking about.
I don't have enough to tell you.
There's a lot.
But it was crazy because like I was talking to Boyd, and it's just crazy to see. It's hard for us right now to know who has an advantage when or where, but then all of a sudden it'll be like, oh, that person's really okay. They tapped. It was like out of nowhere. It'd be moving around. Oh, okay, now they tapped. Out of nowhere.
Yeah. A lot of quick subs.
Yeah, it just felt like there's a lot of things you could do to stop it from happening, but as soon as it happened, it was just like, you got to tap quick.
Well,
I mean, they do because they've been caught, but
yeah, you do it because you've been caught. At a lot of gyms you have to tap quick because they'll just rip it, even in training. Because like I won.
Yeah, it sounds scary.
Whereas like I was telling you earlier, we had one of the guys brought his like actual camera in to take pictures just for fun, and I was getting caught in something. I could feel it. Like sometimes I let him have it. So sometimes I'm like. I noticed this today, actually. I was just thinking about it, that I probably get tapped by less experienced people more than I do, like, medium experienced people.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Because I let them play a lot more and, like, get deeper. And then when they actually get something, it's like, oh, well, now it's too deep. I can't do anything. But, like, as he was locking it up, I noticed the guy taking a picture, and he took a picture of it, and I like waited for him to like be done taking the picture to tap, because outside of like 2 people in the entire like that have ever trained there, I trust most of them to just like not actually break it.
Right. Yeah, to not actually mess up. You had somebody that just wouldn't tap at one point, right?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. It happens.
Speaking of the rip it, the instructor was working with one of the guys. And I don't know what the name is, but so you first are posed up to each other. So your heads are here, and you have your hands on the back of their neck, the nape of their neck. What's that called?
A collar tie?
Collar tag, yeah. And it was, the instructor kept getting him on here, was able to like rotate him. And what he told him to do was to, with his opposite hand, grab the instructor's like elbow almost. And then just, that one was a literal rip it, because you can just grab it, pull, and then push with your shoulder and rip it off, so you get out of it really quick. But it was kind of cool to see stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a lot.
The way you can just rip it there without actually hurting somebody, because you're just getting a hand off of you. But if you went slow, it wouldn't actually do something, as opposed to ripping an arm bar and just breaking an arm.
Yeah. Now, you definitely have to know what you can go fast on and where the end point is. Like, I'll rush certain things. But like if I'm really trying to get an arm, like even if it's like my most intense round of like the week or something, and I'm trying to get the arm bar, my goal is not to like hyperextend it over my hip. My goal is to get it straight. Yeah. Because I know if I can get it straight,
then you can do that.
I can just slowly do that. There's nothing. I feel comfortable enough with my control that there's nothing I can do to stop it.
Nice.
Which is good, because there's douchebag teenager that everyone was hating online because he was pretty good. He was a teenager, but he was pretty good.
Just somewhere in the world, or
yeah, it was just like some series that streamed on the internet. It was a tournament, and he basically made a name for himself where he would get a heel hook, which is like the one of, if not the most damaging submission if you actually fully complete it, because it tears like all your ligaments into your knee, which is like 9 months surgery, rehab, and then it's still not 100%.
Yeah.
And but everyone was mad at him because basically his strategy was get into some sort of leg entanglement, and then the way you do it is you get their heel on your forearm right here, and then you can rotate to twist the knee, and then you hip into the leg. But his goal was like, I don't want to get into a leg entanglement where I go A, B, C, D, E, and then I'm at my final stop where I want to be. Then I grab the leg and break it. It's like literally anytime I can get a hold of your heel, I'm just going to like rip it so it tears your knee. And it's like, it's not very good jiu-jitsu. I mean,
wow.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah.
So it's like if he wins the fight, it's the other guy was injured. Like, it's like, wow, that's... I guess all that matters is you won.
Yeah, that's the
but the
Karate
hard thing
Kid.
The hard thing is like a 16 or 17-year-old kid. So everyone's like, to him, he probably just doesn't even understand the full effect of injuries. He's like, yeah, I've been injured before. It's part of the game. I was like, this is a different kind of...
Yeah, that's a like, if this happens to you, you're not training for probably a year.
Yeah.
Like...
And whatever you have to pay for surgery. And yeah, it's like, this is a little bit more important than your little medal. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then everyone in the comments was saying we should do it to him. Like, his opponent knows that what his goal is, so why doesn't he play by the same rules? And it's like, well, because his opponent is an adult that doesn't want to
also,
cripple a kid.
That just is the wrong way to do any sort of like retraining. Like, oh, you're gonna do this to me? Well, I'm gonna do it to you. You know, like then it just makes things aggressive. Because
what do you do?
But
what do you do?
What do? You have to educate him. You like.
I mean, everyone was yelling at him online. His dad was like his coach. He should have been educated, but like, what do you? He obviously wasn't listening.
Right. Well, I mean, if his dad telling him that too?
Dude, his dad was like his ultimate defender online.
Yeah. So like, it seems like he's just being told by the people that are closest to him that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But you need to like, I don't know. Make him a lot. I don't know. It depends, because if your dad's your coach, it makes it a lot harder than just getting another instructor to come and like be like, hey, this is what happens, or getting a doctor to go through. But yelling him on online is not going to do anything, because you're going to have to block out the hate online, or else it's going to affect you too much. So you probably just whatever.
I know, but how do you like, short of actually damaging him, how do you make him understand the consequences of his actions? Because I was thinking about this. I never like comment on things. I'm a lurker.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about it because it's kind of hard. I don't know.
Yeah, you'd have to not let him into competitions maybe until...
Well, who gets to decide that?
Right.
Because he's winning and he's playing by the rules.
Right. All right. I guess the only way to do it is treat him like a horse and shoot him. Yeah. Speaking of horse and shooting, what is the biggest animal that you think your two strongest friends could take out?
Two strongest friends?
Yeah.
Oh, this is different.
Yeah.
Because usually it's like, what animal could you beat in a fight? Biggest animal.
Biggest animal, yeah.
That's a toughie. I want something big but non-violent. What is that? Let's see.
So I originally said my go-to, which is a female black bear.
Okay.
Because they're like 4'11" at their height, like the top end, and they're 180 pounds at the top end, below 100 pounds on the low end. You know, and I'm like, I'm taller and just as heavy or heavier than them.
You don't have steak knives attached to your hand. I
know. I'm not saying I would get out uninjured, right? But like me and two of my strongest friends, we could take that.
I don't know.
Right? Especially compared to like a male black bear where their top end is 600 pounds. Like when you think of a black bear, are you thinking of like?
I was thinking bigger for sure.
Yeah, you're probably thinking like because they're small. They're itty bitty. But then one of my team members was like, "No, you're thinking about it wrong. A giraffe."
No way.
Giraffes are big.
Yeah.
And I was like, those hooves, though.
Have you seen how they fight?
I assume it's like with their hooves.
No.
Do they whip you with your neck?
They whip their necks at each other. Whoa.
That's crazy.
Dude, giraffe fights are insane.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know how they would hit someone on the ground, though. That's just how they fight each other.
Right? How it would go. But they're thinking if you have...
golf ball you?
Well, they were saying like...
They're running for president.
My handicap's an 8. You could, if you have 3 of you, you could just get to one leg each and pull in opposite directions.
You're going to draw and quarter a giraffe?
Yeah.
I just don't know. I feel like...
I'm sticking with the female black bear.
Could you catch a giraffe?
Oh, they're probably so quick.
Yeah. They're just like long horses.
Right. What do you think?
I'm trying to think of the biggest animal I can think of that is like prey, which I guess a giraffe is prey.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's too big.
I think a horse I could take out solo.
You think you could take out a horse solo?
Yeah.
What?
Because horses are God's worst creation.
You're gonna get kicked in the chest.
Nope. I'm gonna make myself big and scary, and it's gonna die from its stomach turning.
I don't think you can rely on that.
It's gonna happen. That's the only way it can happen.
Well, yeah.
Because I'm gonna die if not. I'm gonna scare the crap out of the horse, and it's gonna literally kill itself by its default suicide mode. Like, I don't know what to do.
Self-destruct.
That's what they do.
What if there was an animal that did that, but it was actually an explosion? Like some hormone gets leaked into their stomach upon fright.
That's kind of what pufferfishes do.
And it's just yes, but it's you scare them so good with your mustache. And they're
what's that supposed to mean?
Mustaches are scary.
Are they?
Mustaches are scary.
Worcestershire
sauce. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a horse is closer, but I want to try and think of something bigger than that I can kill. I'm thinking Snorlax, but what's the equivalent of that? You know,
this equivalent a really big seal. I don't know.
I'm trying to. I don't think I could do anything in the water.
Yeah, you just bring it to. Are those in the rules? A whale on land.
I start with a whale in a pool, and I just drain the pool,
and I walk away.
Yeah, how much prep time and gear do I get? I was assuming naked fight in the dome.
Yeah, I was thinking just run on it in wild.
Yeah. Okay.
You're out.
I can do it.
So I think it'd be in wild, so you'd have to be in its habitat.
What animal has the worst teeth? What animal has the worst claws?
I've heard kangaroo a lot. A lot of people think they could beat a kangaroo.
They can scrap, but they are defeatable for sure.
Yeah, because there's that video of the kangaroo attacking some dude's dog, and he just boxes it. Yeah.
Dude, kangaroos, they rear naked choke each other.
Really?
Yeah, they can just strangle their opponents.
That's great.
Yeah, have you seen their arms? They're jacked, dude. They just. I don't know what their technique's like, but
yeah, I want Australian jiu-jitsu now.
Hey, the second best dude in the world is Australian.
Really?
Yeah. Biggest. Ooh, can I just do the heaviest human?
You want to fight the heaviest human?
I mean, do they weigh more than a female black bear?
Yeah, Nikocado avocado probably. You can just take him.
I think I could beat the heaviest human.
Yeah, but
I just
what's the smallest animal you lose to?
Like a tick? I don't know.
Like a tick?
I don't
You think
know.
you'd lose to a tick? You could fight a tick.
I could, but if I notice it.
Yeah, but you'd notice it, right? I mean, one you're scrapping. You're actually scrapping. I would lose to a monkey.
I consider both of us dying losing.
Yeah, but you would notice the tick before you die.
Spider then.
A spider? Oh, yeah, that's hard. But you can't fight it. Yeah. I want to tussle.
Well, but what's the smallest then?
I think a monkey's pretty good, or a mantis ray shrimp.
Is that the puncher?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
A jellyfish could
yeah.
I'd go to fight a jellyfish and it just
no bones, no brains. How can you even kill a jellyfish? Mm-hmm. I was thinking octopus right before you said that.
Someone said that they think they could take out a snapping turtle as the biggest animal they could get. And I was the armored thing that's gonna bite through your hand.
I think you could take out a snapping turtle. You just got to curb stomp the snapper.
His rationale was he would just jump on its shell in the back.
And then what?
I don't know. That would win. that was it.
And then he waits for the curb stomp. He's just poached up on the thing. He dangles some lettuce.
Yeah.
Those are pretty big. Okay.
Yeah. So,
panda bear.
Ooh, they're lazy. They're so goofy.
Yeah, what's a panda? No, for the biggest one I could.
Yeah, I know they're so goofy. So it'd be
ha.
That's what you say to it at the end?
Yeah. I haven't done it yet, but we've joked about it in jiu-jitsu. As you're choking someone, you whisper in their ear.
Yeah, they were talking about it today. Just you're rolling against somebody in competition, and your opponent's just singing country music as you guys are going. That's a whole other level of
we're gonna go on down to the choking town.
Yeah, that'd be so because I was telling Boyd, I was like, okay, so when Buddy's rolling with somebody that's a little bit newer, or looks like they might be, there's more room for smiles between them. And when a lot of people are just messing around with smiles, when it's Buddy and the instructor going against each other, it's serious.
No, it's all smiles.
And I was like, it's going. So that'd be intense if you're in that mode and then the other guy's just goofing off, you know? That'd be so intimidating.
I'm gonna insert word here. I don't know.
They call me the Midnight Barber.
Okay. What? I'm trying to. There's got to be like a loophole animal.
Like a really big animal.
Really big but easily killable animal. Like I was thinking whale, because like if I could get
you don't have
onto
any
the
weapons.
I know. If you could get on the whale, I think I could eventually kill it, and it can't do anything. I want the equivalent of that, where it's like, what is a whale gonna do to kill me? Like I don't lose to a whale, but I can't beat a whale.
Okay. So you want a land mammal.
I want a land whale. But like the first thing that pops in my head when I think land whale is like hippo, and I would die very hard to a hippo.
Hippos are insane. Like hippos and moose are prehistoric dinosaurs.
Have you seen? There's like a post that's like, here's the bones of a dinosaur and what artists think it looks like, or scientists.
Yeah.
It's like, here's the bones of a hippo. Here's what they should think it looks like.
Oh
like,
man,
it's scary. Their teeth are like, oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Right, so I lose to a hippo. I don't know.
One of my old team members, the reason we were talking about this is because they came into the club and they asked us, and they said, how many of you and your how many of your friends would it take to beat a moose? And I said all of them, and I'd still probably lose.
I don't know. I feel like you could have a chance against a moose.
Moose will headbutt trees down.
Yes.
They run so quick.
So if I can get on the moose.
They're so tall. Like, how are you going to get up there?
When he tries to headbutt me.
You're going to die.
Oh, no. So, okay.
His antlers are going through you.
I'm going to re-answer.
Okay.
Me and one friend. You're the distraction. No. I'm on the tree waiting to drop down on the moose.
Instead of drop bears, it's drop buddies.
Yeah, drop buddies. Fuck! And then oh, wait. I don't know if my arms are long enough to go around its neck, though.
No.
Fuck. My legs. I'm riding it, and I'm just going to like...
Oh, no.
And then I can use the antlers to steer, I think.
Yeah, so you stop it from eating me, and you steer it to the side.
Yeah.
And then...
No, we're smart. We can find some sort of like reflective surface. So we'll do like the House of Mirrors thing where you're standing there, it sees the mirror and thinks it's you.
Yeah.
It runs into the tree, and then I fall on it. Then I use the blade from the broken glass to slit it.
Yeah, but the thing is, it would just knock the tree down.
Well, that's fine because I drop right before it makes contact.
One that I heard that is maybe actual because people do it all the time, or not the full extent, but a bull.
How are you going to kill a bull? They know how to buck. It's in their genes.
They know how to buck, but people rodeo the bulls, which means there's a way. I think there's a route.
If you're a rodeo cowboy,
yeah,
maybe. But if you're not, I'm pretty sure it's pretty hard to stay on a bull.
Oh, for sure. But I think there's
a pro sport.
I feel like that's one of the biggest, like, more aggressive animals that like that humans have a chance of just taking out without weapons.
Maybe.
Like you take your shirt off and you just wave it a little bit, and they get mad, and you just have them run into the wall, and then their antlers are stuck in the wall.
I think that's a cartoon.
Yeah, they just get mad at the movement. It's not like they were obviously antagonizing them.
How are they? Would their horns actually get stuck in the wall? I don't know.
Depends on the wall.
You build it with corkboard, and then smallest animal I lose to I would have to like fight like a chihuahua.
Yeah, I'm thinking a monkey.
Okay. I feel like, let's see. How big are monkeys? Like half a person?
Yeah, they can be small too, like smaller. They can be like from my foot to like maybe my mid thigh.
You think you would lose to a monkey that size?
Yeah.
How's it gonna kill you?
They're so it's gonna rip my arms off of my body.
What? No.
Yeah.
You just force choke it, but not force.
They're gonna bite. They're crazy. Monkeys murder people.
Just don't go to the mouth.
Just what?
The neck is under the mouth.
It is?
Yeah.
This BJJ stuff's so hard.
What?
I was doing it wrong. I kept trying to choke people the other day, and I was doing it up here. That makes sense why they're getting mad at me.
I don't think I lose to a monkey. You just like punt it.
I don't know, man. I think they're crazy.
Sorry, I do think I lose to a monkey, but not one that small.
Okay, what about a non-silverback gorilla?
What? No, I die.
Okay.
Anything with the name gorilla, I'm pretty sure I die.
Okay.
But like monkey to like chimp, like chimpanzee, I die. Orangutan, are they violent? I feel like if they wanted to,
I think orangutan are, their arms are crazy.
Do you lose to any birds?
Any birds? Oh, okay. What?
Just like a falcon dive bombs you?
Have you ever heard the sound? If you guys haven't heard this, look up what an American eagle actually sounds like.
Is it just like freedom?
Yeah, it's the craziest thing. It doesn't even have the lips needed to make the, but it does it.
Because it's the government drone.
Right. No, it just sounds like a little bird that you'd have like in your tree. We have the caca sound, right? But that's not an eagle. Yeah, that's not an eagle. No. Yeah, that was good.
Definitely not an eagle.
Yeah, but like that's the sound they use as an overlay to display eagle, but they just sound like a common bird.
One of the things that blew my mind was I don't remember what they're called, but there's like a whole profession for like nature documentaries where they make the sounds for the scene of the documentary, and all of those sounds are fake.
Yeah,
it's like if they use the real sounds, people complain that they don't sound like a blank animal.
Right. It's like the Patreon episode where he bit into an orange and it sounded like he bit into an apple. Yeah.
That's what an orange sounds like?
Yeah. I want to see somebody make a documentary style, like a National Geographic documentary of a reality TV show like MILF Manor.
MILF Manor?
You don't know this?
I don't know MILF
Oh
Manor.
my God. Okay, so season 1
where
of
is it?
Season 1 of MILF Manor. It's a whole bunch of dudes take their moms and they all go on retreat for this reality TV show.
Okay.
And the whole time,
like
the dudes,
the moms and the dudes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The dudes, the sons, are trying to fuck the other moms, and the other moms are trying to fuck the other dudes. And it's like some of the like the things they do are weird. One of them, I don't know a whole lot. I've only seen like bits and pieces from people reacting to it on YouTube. But one of them was they were doing massages. So all the moms came out completely naked, had a towel over their backside, right? And all of the contestants, all the dudes, had to come give each one of them an oil massage.
Okay.
Each one of them, including their own mom, and they had to figure out who their kid was. Was like the competition.
Okay, that's fun.
It's like, it's just weird. Like, oh
Did
yeah,
anyone get it like immediately? Like, oh, that's Jerry. I know his back massage oiled up.
No, it was a lot of it was like, that was a really firm hand. I hope that was Jerry over there because it just got super sexual super quick when they're like, yeah, that person knows how to handle. Like, that was your son. Oh shit, fuck. Oh my God. Oh. No, it wasn't. They would never freaked out like that. But yeah, I raised my son right. It had like a very subtle, very, very subtle.
Raised him right.
Yeah, like incest vibes to it.
That's how you treat your mama.
So that was that one. And they did a second season. What would make this show crazier?
I don't know. I don't know. Okay, the moms are pregnant.
It's a year later, and all the moms that got pregnant come back. No, for the second.
It's gilfs, milfs, and sylphs.
Sylphs?
The sons.
Oh, so.
And G's sylphs. We'll workshop the grandson I'd like to fuck.
That's crazy. That's wild.
Okay, hold on. I still want to guess. Something with the dads. Like, the mom's still married or whatever.
You're really close.
Okay, hold on. Is it the MILFs bring their exes? Yeah?
Yeah, so
I could be a show writer.
In this next season, it's the sons, the MILFs, and the ex-dads, so the DILFs. So
I think Gilf Manor is better.
So now it's gonna
3.
I guess it's gonna be the sons and the DILFs fighting for the MILF. So it's before there was an equal number of MILF to son. Now there's gonna be an overabundance of male.
Yep, we're gonna figure out who the real alphas are.
If it's the young bucks or the old guys.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love to see like a National Geographic documentary of this.
Okay, season 3. We got the DILFs. We got the MILFs.
Yeah.
We got the SILFs. And now we need the step DILFs. Got stepdaughter, Dad, mom, son. Everyone's trying to hook up with everyone.
I think bringing the stepdaughters into it is really funny because I think there's gonna be some like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on this one, but I feel like the DILFs and the sons, there's gonna be competition.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it'd be so much more feral between the MILFs and the stepdaughters.
Yes.
It'd be like,
what's worse? It's a stepdaughter that is biologically the mom's and step to the dad's, or flipped. Like you're competing with your ex's daughter for your son.
No, not for your son. Not for your son.
Did I misunderstand the show?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, I don't think I did. It's 2024, baby.
Yeah, it is 2024. Yeah.
That's wild. Okay, you wanted to watch a nature documentary of this, I think, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I just think it'd be so funny to have like the documentary guy who's like a little Australian, and just be like, here comes Jerita in her natural habitat by the pool. As you see Jerry approach her, she starts to do her whatever it is.
I don't know. I still want all documentaries to be voiced by Benedict Cumberbatch because I want more penguins.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
God, I love that so much.
So here you see the woman in the...
He doesn't know how to pronounce.
It's womb man. Like a womb.
Okay. Let's pitch it. We'll go pitch it to
Why pitch it? Let's just make it.
How many MILFs do you know that want to get plowed by sons and DILFs?
So I work the morning shift at a gym.
Okay.
I can get...
Is that the MILF town? The MILF hour?
Yeah. So I can get a few.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta write this down.
You have the demographics that come in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the demographics, that's where the MILFs come in. So,
does your gym track MILF status?
No,
Fill out this census data form, and it's like race, ethnicity, MILF status.
But reality TV shows are so crazy. Like we did one where we watched before video of the lie detector test.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Vaguely.
It was you'd answer like 20 questions.
Oh yeah.
Hooked up to a lie detector, and it was like, are you a good person? Have you ever stolen before? Have you ever cheated on your ex? If you were to have the opportunity to get with your ex instead, what do you? It was crazy. Just I don't know, man. I can't get behind reality TV shows.
I think ones like that are super cool.
It's just I felt so bad on that one.
She knew what question she answered,
and that was the craziest part because on there she admitted.
So to further explain the premise, you do the interview with the lie detector with presumably a lot more than the number of questions you get asked.
Yeah.
Then you go on stage and they ask you the questions, and if your answer doesn't match your lie detector test or whatever,
you lose.
You lose all the money or whatever. And then like your friends and family and ex and everyone involved in your lies are there.
Right. Or not everybody in the lies necessarily, but your immediate family. So in this one, it was her mom, dad, sister, and current husband. And one of the questions was, have you cheated on your husband?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And
she owned it. She's
Yeah.
like, hey, we're going to be millionaires. I'll make it up to you.
Yeah, we'll get past this.
We're going to go on the next reality TV show, MILF, and then...
Right. When you got married, did you wish you were getting married to somebody else? Yes. If your ex was here right now, would you be with him instead?
The one time a murder-suicide is justified.
Yeah. It was... I don't remember if she said yes to that one. I think she did, right?
It was like she said yes to that one, and then like the next they ran down the line of her loving someone else more than her husband and like basically wanting out.
Then wasn't it something crazy like do you think you're a good person?
It was it the good person one, or was it like do you think your dad thinks you're a good person or something like?
Oh yeah,
it was something stupid like it was like you're gonna lie on that one.
Yeah,
it was the bag. Speaking of fumbled the bag, okay, you told me, I don't remember if it was on the pod or not. Tuah girl quit her job or whatever,
got let go or something. I thought,
and did a bunch of merch or whatever. And she's making bank.
Mm-hmm.
She put out a video of her like on her front porch down south because she's whatever.
Yeah, Tuah.
She does not have any social media or merch, but she's working on it. but she did leave her job.
Oh, so she left it. How old is this video?
Within a week, I think.
Man.
Less than. And it's like, wait, you blew up super fame and you're not even making money on the merch?
That's crazy.
And she's like, I have ideas and I'm going to make the social soon. It's like,
I think what's even crazier.
You're going to be too late.
I think what's even crazier, as soon as she started the fame, I think she went and deleted all of her socials.
Bro.
I think she had them before, but she's like, oh, I'm going to get famous off of this. I've said crazy stuff. Is my headcanon.
I think that would make sense for sure. Mm-hmm. Because you don't necessarily want to be like C or D tier famous off of spit on that thing as a 21-year-old woman. But she got up there. She blew up. Mm. So like, 3 days into it, maybe remake all your socials, post videos proving that it's you that runs the account.
Yeah.
Sell your own merch. The merch thing I'm less mad about because like I personally did not think why would you buy that merch? I don't know.
But then today
I saw someone wearing it in the wild. So it's alive and out there, but not from Hawk Tuah girl. But I guess she's contacting lawyers to try and
really
dispute that.
Interesting. So
but I don't know what the law is there.
I don't. It's her own intellectual property.
Well, she did an interview on some other people's channel, and that's what blew up. So I don't know if she owns that video clip.
I don't know. The only thing I have to relate it to is YouTube, where you can report something as your intellectual property or as your content, mm-hmm. if you're the one that's in it. So even if you're doing an interview with somebody else, you could copyright claim it because that's you. Now
that can't be the full rule, though.
No, it is. People will react to streamers or to videos, and the guy will be like, "No, that's me on there. I want all the revenue from that video."
Well, yeah, but if you go on one of the shows where they have a panel of people, they're gonna make you sign a waiver giving them the rights.
Right. I guess it depends on what the interview is, because I don't think was it just a YouTube video interview.
I have no idea. I think it was Twitter, but
Twitter. Yeah, because if it's just somebody walking around that's 18, 20 years old and they have a YouTube channel,
it was like a duo company that does shows.
Oh, okay. So if maybe it's different then. Yeah, I don't know.
Rip, but yeah, that would suck to get famous on that meme and then not make any. I think the only thing she's done is go on some small podcast. Right.
It seems very odd to not make money on it and then in 5 years, oh hey, you're that blowjob lady.
That's what's gonna happen.
Right.
It's not gonna be funny forever.
No.
It's already not.
Right. Oh. Yeah.
That made you so sad.
I just don't want her to get into a situation where she's trying to get with somebody and he's like, just Hawk Tuah on it. And she's like, I don't no, I'm not right now. And he's like, but you're the Hawk Tuah girl. I just feel my brain got sad for her. I was like, oh.
Such a concerned citizen.
It's my right as a civilian.
I think she'll be fine.
Yeah.
She seems like she's got a pretty good sense of humor.
Mm-hmm. Man. Well, I think that just about wraps it up.
Okay.
I'm going to go Hawk Tuah buddy real quick. But before I do that, you guys should subscribe, and comment what animal you could be, as well as what BJJ gym you're joining.
He's hooked.
I'm not hooked. Where is it?
I'll show you.
It's no.
I would just quit. I wouldn't even try. I don't think.
We're playing ping pong. Alien kid comes out. I don't think I can do this.
Oh my god! And you're the ref? I have to return 1 point.
Why is he so scared all of a sudden?
Within reason.